Hello everyone and welcome to the latest episode of Book Time with Elvis, with me Mark, and I'm coming with you today in response to a video I saw on Gina Stanyer's channel about the book Spin, and apparently the original for this is on Rick MacDonnell's channel, and this is where I believe on the 28th of April, so in a couple of days, Rick is going to spin a wheel or whatever, or generate a random number between 1 and 20, and you should read within 2 months or so the book that corresponds to the number that he span. So I'm here to kind of declare my list. I have 9 fiction and 11 non-fiction to go through. So, right, let's start off with the fiction because they are in a box set. There was a company in the UK called the Book People, and they were fantastic. They used to do all these box sets, and for example, you'd get maybe 10 books for £9.99, so it was under £1 a book, and they were really good. But unfortunately, they ceased to exist now. And one of the box sets I bought years ago, which I haven't read any of them yet, is this box set here of the swinging 60s, and they're 9 classic books published during the 1960s. So these are going to be numbers 1 to 9, and they're going to be easy to tell because obviously it goes from 1961 all the way through up to 1969. And the first one, number 1, is the Tropic of Cancer by Henri Miller from 1961, William Burroughs' Naked Lunch for 1962, Jack Kerouac, Big Sur, 1963, Len Deighton, Funeral in Berlin, 1964, Norman Mailer, An American Dream, 1965, JG Ballard, The Drought, 1966, Flann O'Brien, The Third Policeman, 1967, Joan, Didion, Slouching Towards Bethlehem, 1968, and number 9, Henri Charriere, Papillion, 1969. So those are the 9 fiction or novels that I'm going to have on my list. So 1 to 9, there we are. So I want to read all of these books anyway at some point, but I think this is a fun way to just, give me a kick up the backside to get, one of them done soon. Okay, so moving on to number 10. The rest of these, they all kind of have a theme of history and travel, really. So number 10 is Blood River by Tim Butcher. It's quite a recent acquisition. It's part of that Vintage Voyage series where I caved and bought more of the books than just the one that I originally wanted. So yeah, that's number 10. Number 11 is the third book by Simon Winder, which is Lotharingia, which is this personal history of France, Germany, and the countries in between. I've enjoyed his other books, so that certainly wouldn't be a hardship if I had to read that as well. So that's number 11. Number 12, we're staying in Europe, but this time we're moving a bit further east, and we've got a book about Poland by Michael Moran, A Country in the Moon. I've been meaning to read this for a while. And yeah, it's always looked a very good book, so I'm hoping, I'm quite happy whatever number comes up, really, so we'll see. So there we go. So that's number 12, isn't it? So number 13 is a book I started, and there was nothing wrong with it. I just ran out of time, or it got misplaced, I don't know, but I need to go back to it and finish it. It's The Bloody White Baron by James Palmer, and it's the true story of a Baltic aristocrat who was a bit mad by all accounts, so that could be quite interesting as well. Okay, 13, isn't it? So number 14, I'm not very good at keeping count. Number 14 is another travel and history one, The River of Lost Footsteps by Tanat, is it? Mintu, and it's a personal history of Burma. Okay, so number 15, These are next three are all by the same author, and this is Xanadu by John Mann, and of course it looks at Marco Polo and his trip to meet Kublai Khan, and that brings us on nicely to the next book, which is a book about Kublai Khan by John Mann as well. So, what's that now? I'm getting lost. It's terrible, isn't it? I can't seem to keep the numbers in my head at all. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This was 16. Okay, right. So we go off to number 17 and we go to Kublai Khan's predecessor, Genghis Khan, also by John Mann, which I've been meaning to read. So there we go. Okay, number 18, The Gate, and this is the story of a Frenchman who's caught up in the killing fields and all this stuff, horrible stuff that happened in Cambodia in the 1970s. So that's The Gate by Francois Bizot. Okay, so there we go, that's number 18. And number 19 and 20 are both by the same author. Number 19 is The Last Mughal by William Dalrymple. I really like his books, so it will be great if I get a chance to read that, of course, which I will anyway. I just want to take part in this fun idea. And number 20 is also by William Dalrymple, and it's The Anarchy, the story of the Indian mutiny and the rise of the East India Company. So I think that would be very interesting. And apparently it says it's one of Barack Obama's best books of 2019. So take that as you will. So there we go. Those are my 20 books. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the spin, which I believe will be done on April the 28th. So then I'll get to find out which one of these books I will have to read. So super. Thank you very much. Take care, everybody. All the best. Bye-bye.